Probably not. All right, Smoke, what you got?
Why doesn't music today hit like it did in the good old days? Like some Hank Jr., some Daggone, like some of that old David Allan Coe, the Allman Brothers. So my oldest, he's Keith Whitley and Hank Jr. and all these, just who he likes to listen to.
Proud dad
That's
moment.
wild.
And he was like, Dad, I don't know, I just like this music better. I'm like, because it is better. And don't get me wrong, I like plenty of new music, nothing that's on the radio.
Right.
Jelly
But
Roll's
just-
on the radio.
Yeah, that's not, well, okay. I'll give you that.
All right.
He's on the radio. But I don't know. I just like, I don't get as fired up. Like if Jelly Roll comes on, as I do if like just randomly an old Keith Whitley like I'm Over You comes on, or Hank Jr. singing I'll Think of Something way back in the day, or David Allan Coe, Time Off for Bad Behavior. I tell you what, I can't tell you how many times I almost quit a perfectly good job for no good reason. I think David Allan Coe said it's time for some time off for bad behavior.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like before 1982, everything just was way betterer. I just don't get fired up listening to anything after that. I'm like,
Really?
oh, that's a good one. Like when I was coming to the Gaslight Saturday night, Keith Whitley came on randomly. I was kind of dragging ass when we got there. Took the boys for supper, took them home. Keith Whitley came on the radio, like right as I was peaking the hill there by the water tower. And I was just grabbed a high gear and I was ready to go all night.
2 beers and 4 ibuprofen. And he said he was absolutely wound tight.
Wound for sound.
Fit to be tied.
When
boy.
when I rolled in and I saw the big beer in the hand, I thought, Smoke's going.
Yeah.
Smoke is going.
I chose to drive that night. And
Glad you did.
I know there was some things that, you know, we the thing is I thought maybe there were some things that we were going to have to handle. You know what I mean? Like one of us had to be, in case you did a good job too, like staying sober-ish.
I
You
did.
know what I mean? You know, no. And I thought, you know, and I got some of those heartbeat things going on. So I was a little spooked to get real drunk, but we really didn't have to take care of nothing. You know
What
what I
do we
mean?
had to take care of?
I don't know, like if
Somebody gets rowdy.
yeah, or like
Oh,
if
you'd
the
just as
band.
soon be drunk if that was the case.
Yeah, God bless America here now. But I'm just saying, like if the band. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is
Went off without a hitch.
you, my friend. Like when you talk about, do you? If I had a way to play the video of you singing that Dwight Yoakam
That
song,
one wasn't the best ever.
yeah, bullshit. You,
She
man,
recorded it, didn't she?
I did too.
Yeah.
most
I
of
was
it.
going to say it was posted.
But you said earlier that they were a 2-man band. At one point, they were
Yeah.
a 3-man band.
Oh, Smoker up there.
because David Allen Smoker got up there and sang. What's that song called by Dwight Yoakam? I don't remember what it's
Fast
called.
as you.
Yeah, and you nailed it, my friend.
Dwight falls in that list. Of
I know.
Going.
You're right. Good Time Gold with our buddy Scotty Solomon Saturday morning.
Are you just trying to butter up to Scott after you?
Well, no. Shots fired there. I was just joking, Scott. I didn't mean that. But what, like, just that, yeah, that whole genre, Justine hates it. Does not like it at all. But, like, when I told Alan, the lead singer and guitarist of Overboard, I said, hey, listen, as Smoker progressively ventures onto this journey, he will definitely sing if you ask him to.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh,
And he's
yeah.
good. Like, he is good.
He's good.
Real good.
Now, I thought it was a little bit.
But you have to get something that's in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is that?
A practice would have been, like at least a run through would have been.
He said,
Rehearsal with the band.
he said, yeah, what the hell you want, a damn practice sesh? And he says, so what's his genre? And I said, old outlaw country.
Yeah.
Like Hank, David Allan Coe, you know, Keith Whitley, all these guys. And he's like, God, I mean, I might know some Johnny Cash or some shit, you know. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, but I think I'll come up with something, you know. And then whenever he comes out and says it's a Dwight Yoakam song, I thought, oh, God.
I'd never seen Smoke move like that. He hurdled, got on stage, jumped up. I mean, he looked athletic and quick, But I thought it was kind of a little bit prima donna-ish when you asked for warm water and a lemon before you sang.
Well, you got to
Smoke.
get things, limbered up.
Did you
Don't
really
wanna
do that?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, wow. I mean,
I think he took a shot of Fireball and hopped on up
as
there.
a trained vocal professional, I could definitely see him taking a warm.
I need a lozenge, please. Can I get a lozenge for my voice?
Oh man, but yeah, I think another thing too, which I know people, musicians, like in today's time, they have battles and everything that they're dealing with, But I think the world's a lot different.
I think, yeah, well, that's
The world's a
probably
lot
pretty good
different
point.
now than what it
I
was.
think it goes back to our buddy Todd McComas. Our buddy Todd McComas said that there's a real concern in the world of comedians that you have these TikTok comedians that can do something funny for a 45-second bit, but they can't do stand-up.
They ain't got no chops.
And I think what has allowed things to happen for some of these artists, and there's a couple that you can think of that Oliver Anthony or Anthony Oliver, like he's got one that jumps, and next thing you know, he's making money hand over fist. And they all sell out. They all sell their soul to the devil. That's how they make money. But you look at what you can do. You can put a viral song out there. And the generation of used to it was a bad thing to be a one-hit wonder.
Yep.
And now I think artists are okay with it because there's a little bit of fame, and then you can go be a B or C-list celebrity somewhere, get on a couple reality shows, have a substance abuse problem, maybe a domestic violence charge on you.
Yeah.
But I mean, you see it all the time. But it's just there's these rappers nowadays that you hear their name, and I get it. I don't keep up on the rap game, but it's you don't even know who these guys are, and then you go look, and they've got some following because they've got some person. I'm not going to throw any shade or down talk anything.
Throwing shade.
But you got somebody that's recording them walking down the street somewhere, and they're throwing up signs and lyrics that don't make sense to some kind of beat that wherever they get it from, and that's all of a sudden becomes like what the rap game is.
Could you imagine if?
Which I'm highly unqualified to talk about the rap game.
Could you?
But I lived through Biggie, and which, by the way, did you see they charged that guy with Pac's murder?
Yep, pretty nutty.
They won't convict because Pac's alive.
You think?
No, he's dead. Them bullets ate him up in the back of that
him and
vehicle.
Elvis are kicking it somewhere.
Yeah.
And but no, could you imagine if somebody would be booed off, or not booed off stage, but too drunk to go out on stage now? What would be the repercussions for that?
Eviscerated.
You know what I mean? They would be
Your record, your
Yeah.
album company would drop you.
You're
Your
shot.
management would drop you.
You know what I mean? Which I know, Morgan
Man,
Wallen.
George Jones is my hero.
Morgan Wallen got.
Hey, by the way,
T's and P's.
since you brought up Morgan Whalen,
Yeah.
our biggest fan of Morgan Whalen fan club president, Natalie
Bratt.
Ingram,
She was there.
so excited that Cole Wetzel and Morgan Whalen are going out on tour together, that she's going to be able to see two of her favorites at one stop. She's so excited. She's ecstatic. When I saw her at our shindig at the Gaslight, I think she was shopping for tickets while we were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Nat Brat,
Put your
because
phone
you're-
up.
Because, well, one, put your phone up, but two, as president of the Morgan Whalen fan club and a huge Cole Wetzel fan, huge Cole Wetzel fan, huge Cole Wetzel fan, that maybe, you'll just get tickets sent to you because you're such a big backer. Yeah. Oh, Nat Brat. Shout out, Nat Brat.
But anyway, I just think that these people nowadays,
Well,
Maybe you guys hit the nail on it. Maybe just ain't no soul in it. No.
well, there ain't.
Well, there's not.
They're
You-
just looking for clicks and views and likes
and what
streams.
plays on the radio. If you listen to the radio and you close your eyes, they're all about the same. I mean, the deep down devil inside of it with the beats and what they do and do this and do that. But there's a
I
reason
think-
why some of these real artists don't get played anymore, because they're not playing to that. Just like we're looking for that logarithm to hit. They know that there's a certain recipe for songs that they have to hit, and then that's what it is.
Auto-tune killed.
T-Pain.
Auto-tune killed good country music. You know, not you know what I'm saying? Like
And T-Pain.
and T-Pain, yeah. But like we could, I don't know, man. We could talk about this shit for hours because like you go back, like you come in there. I've come into the shop. That's what I told Alan, the guitarist, Overboard guy. I said, hey, there'll be times I come in here and David's having. You could definitely tell what kind of day David's having. Like I came in here the other night and he's like sitting here like this, no sunglasses on, and Hank Jr.'s Weatherman's playing.
Yeah, he's down a
You
little
know
bit.
what I mean? He's down in the dumps.
Our buddy's
you know
down a
what I
little
mean?
bit. But hey,
But then
if
the
that-
other
But
time
then he
you
came in tonight, and Hank Jr. was playing, and
yeah,
if,
but
if
then
he's
you
got
come in
if he's got
tonight,
CCR
or,
freaking
yeah,
chopper
Vietnam-
mix on up loud.
music, chopper music playing, you know we're better buckle up. It's in for a good night, but
Yeah, we I think which there was a really good comment on one of the YouTube videos that was like, you guys are just going to throw away the 60s, because it was that clip with Red where we were all kind of like the 70s was great, but you could say the 60s was excellent as well. But I mean, they sang about stuff that was real and that mattered, and lyrics that made sense. Like there was it was on I was watching it on YouTube TV. It was in the morning, and it was a commercial for some rap song that they were pushing out. And I went and looked the lyrics up, and I thought a 5-year-old wrote it. Like, and that's the problem. Like, there's no feeling into it. And you look at like who writes their own music. If somebody, or if it's a small team of a couple people write those songs, it's going to be a great song. If it's a team of 35 people, shout out Kenny Chesney, that 35 people wrote this song. Like, it's just not. It's overproduced, overhyped. And that's the problem with it. These guys that go out, that's why, the Zach Bryans of the world, the Tyler Childers of the world, who's that guy we listen, Cody Jinks, who's the other guy that we listen, Coulter Wall,
Chris Knight,
a
lot of those guys,
Sam Bart, Ryan Bingham, those guys that sing their songs and sing those lyrics, like, you like them because you know that it's not, who here believes Luke Bryan?
we're gonna rock out on this pause.
I know.
Who thinks Luke Bryan lives that back road lifestyle, chasing bucks and being a peanut farmer? He gets red clay on his boots.
Cowboys' butts drive me nuts.
Yeah. So I don't know, but we probably offended some people. We probably upset some people, but I
Bring it
don't
on
care.
TikTok 69699er.
They're just too fat to hear good music.
Hey, get the little Debbie snacks out of
Speaking
your
of being
ears.
too